My name is Nader Najad. I make videos for international students, people moving to Canada. That's the steam from my tea. And people who want to get started here and launch up like a rocket. Today I'm going to be talking about why you should stay in Nova Scotia or in Halifax. You know, I went to school in Halifax after you graduate, why you should stay in Nova Scotia after graduating university. And these are going to be some positives and some negatives in this video. It's not a promotional video. Nobody has paid me to do or say these things. I'm just being honest with you. Now I want to add some context. I made a video that I'm leaving Halifax, Nova Scotia, and I just want to tell you that I'm not leaving Halifax, Nova Scotia because I don't think it has opportunities. In fact, in Canada, I probably have most opportunities, even more than in Toronto and Halifax, Nova Scotia, because I literally cannot go anywhere without seeing somebody that I know. And I'm not bragging about that. I mean, I've put hours and hours and hours of time into making these videos, into going in the community to every single event I can get out to, and it's just a small place. Like, anybody who does that can do it. But in terms of why you should stay in Halifax, Nova Scotia, it's like the video that I made about why you should come to Canada instead of the United States. A smaller place may be harder at first, but once you get started and once you develop something amazing, everybody credits you for being the first person for having that idea. You become what we call a pioneer. And if you're in Halifax, Nova Scotia, because it's growing, it's a developing city, it's not very big, a lot of people can know who you are, you can develop things, you can feel more plugged into the community, and you too can become a pioneer. So that's the number one perk. The number two perk is that things are growing. Things are on the way up. Halifax is a growing city. It ain't gonna get any smaller. And although Toronto is growing, it's bursting at the seams a little bit. There's a lot of people. It's super expensive. You're going to be sending like a lot of the money that you're going to be spending to live in Toronto. You could be putting in a high interest savings account to invest your money. So instead of going to, and that's huge, that's super powerful. Instead of you going to Toronto and spending like $2,000-$3,000 for a shoebox of an apartment, I mean, that'll get you a decent apartment. But if you want to spend $2 or $3 grand on rent, then you got to have a lot of money to do that. It's much better to go to Halifax, find a way to reel in as much income as you possibly can, but save it aggressively, and save it and invest it aggressively. And then once you build up more money and you have more passive income or more income of some sort coming in, then you can move to the bigger city if you really want to. But at that point, you can develop and build something in Nova Scotia. So what I'm saying to you is, because it's a smaller, Halifax, and Nova Scotia, particularly as a province, is smaller and less developed. When I say less developed, I mean like economically, it's less booming. It offers a certain potential. Obviously, it's going to be harder to find, a decent array of jobs. You can still find jobs very easily, but you're not going to have as many options. You also don't have as much competition. If you're super highly qualified in Nova Scotia, you'll probably find a job quicker than other people, whereas in Toronto, the cream of the crop is there. I'm not saying that it's hard to go and make it and shine in Toronto. Sure it is, but it's a concrete jungle. You can start building and paving out content here right now, start, your career, start doing what you do and get recognized for it immediately. Whereas in Toronto for the next 20 years, it's possible that no one will know who you are. So it's something you're going to have to live with. Right now in Halifax, I mean, it's not every day that someone comes and says hello to me. I recognize you from your videos, but it's every week. And I've only been there for 3 or 4 years. So what I recommend you do is find what you want to do. Like if that big city lifestyle appeals to you, if that's what you want, if it's worth the money to you, fine. But Nova Scotia offers a lot of potential and a lot of benefits that can help you grow as an individual. So let me know down below. What do you think? Is Halifax or is Nova Scotia in general a place that you would consider staying, or is it the big city for you? Tell me why or why not. I really want to see what you guys think. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe and smash the notification bell, and thanks for watching.